Good morning, Kamiak students. Today I'm going to show you how to make the next project in our list of never-ending projects. This is it. It's called the What Is It project. Okay, first thing we have to do is to gather all the equipment and materials needed to be able to produce this project. I know I can't wait. Now we need to get our materials ready to go. We're going to need a piece of tag board that's 17.5 by 10.5. One piece of foam core board, 20 by 8 inches. 2 8 by 10s. So what we have to do is we've got to lay out the lines where we're going to fold up our frame for our What Is It project. And we're going to measure in 1.25 inches for one line, and then we're going to measure in 1 3/4 inches on the next line, and you do that all the way around. Now what I've done is I've already laid out the lines. I've come in 1 1/4 inches, and I'm going to go over it with black pen, and I'm going to go over it like 3 times so that we put a little crease in it. And we're going to go all the way around. Now we've got our 1 1/4 lines. We're going to measure in 1 3/4 inches now. And this is where we are going to cut out. This will be the window where the picture will show through. Now what we're going to do is use, don't forget to smile, now we're going to use the razor knife to cut out the inside. Be careful. Don't go past the lines. It'll look ugly.
I'm actually scared.
And now this should come right out. If it doesn't come out easily, make sure you cut all the way through. Throw that out of the way. And now we're ready to bend. along the lines. That's why you went down 3 times, so that it would fold nice and neat. And now we got our frame. What we're going to do is we're going to cut one of these lines all the way around so that we've got an edge to bend into. You'll notice all you have to do is fold them in and then use the hot glue gun and go ahead and glue. Now we're ready to glue the frame together. Just watch. Although, be careful with the glue gun. It's hot. Ouch. Now we have our frame completed, and it's time to move on to part 2, which would be the picture. Now we're getting ready to do part 2, or dos for those Spanish people out there. And we've got the frame now. Now we need to make the picture. Now you're going to have to find that good-looking Mr. Sawyer. And he's going to give you a piece of foam core board that is exactly 20 by 8. The next step in our adventure of putting together the What Is It project is to draw lines 1 inch apart on the front and also on the back of your 20 by 8 inch foam core board. Now, for educational purposes, I have outlined all of the lines, but you are only going to cut on the yellow lines that I have indicated on the foam core board. This side and that side. Now, whenever you use a sharp instrument, you need to be careful and make sure that you have a supply of Band-Aids around. Otherwise, ouch, that's gonna hurt. Now, we are going to cut on the yellow lines. But don't cut all the way through, because then you'd just have a little strip of foam core board. Just cut halfway through. Let's do it. I always cut at least twice. Okay, now we have cut along every single yellow line on the front and the back. Watch, the magic is gonna happen right now. We are making our accordion. Now we're gonna bend it up. Oh, this looks wonderful. Marvelous. There we go. For this particular portion of the project, I am going to need an assistant. Who is? This is my wonderful assistant. Please.
Hello, my name is Teresa.
Okay, and what she's going to do is she's going to cut the tape so that I don't have to keep taking and putting. So here, I'll show you what's going on. We're going to take the tape and we're going to put it on the edge because it'll cover that ugly foam core edge. Now we're to the part where we have to cut our pictures into 1-inch strips, and I look to my wonderful assistant to bring those pictures into me at this particular moment in time. Thank you, Teresa. I've got my paper cutter here, but you could go ahead and cut your pictures up using an X-Acto knife or whatever. This just makes it a lot easier to set it up so that it cuts 1-inch strips. You want to make sure that you do not mix up the strips, because when you're placing them onto the picture, what will happen is it won't look correct. Strips. At this particular moment, you're probably looking at my shirt and you notice that it's not the same color as it was before. Well, that's because the person who's running the camera forgot to press record. Now we're going to glue the pictures onto our zigzaggy piece so that we can get the What Is It project going. Alternate the strips. step 3. But for this, we're going to need some specialized tools. For example, my assistant is going to bring in the one tool that we really do need to make your picture look perfect. Looks kind of like Bart Simpson, doesn't it? Okay, we're going to place this tool so that it separates out the picture on the back side. And then you want to make sure that you have the edge against something so that you get a nice straight edge. And then you just squirt some glue on each one of those. Now the trick behind this is you need to make sure that you hold it until the glue dries. After all the glue dries, then we're just ready to go ahead and have our picture done. And we're all completed with this project, but I do want to say thank you to my assistant.
Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you.
And we'll say goodbye for now.
Bye.